Alright, here we are. So it's level 18. Ready to get your first class change. You got two choices. You got the light path, the knight. You got the dark path, the gladiator. You don't know which one you should choose, which one's going to be good, what they got in store for you. Well, something about the light just calls to you. So you walk in the light. And you choose the knight. Alright, so let's see what we got here. This is Duran's tier 2 class, the knight. This is really a more defensive focused class. However, this will change in the future. But for now, it's going to focus on the defensive aspect of Duran as a character. It's definitely worse than the gladiator, hands down. But it's something that you have to take so you can get to some of the nice stuff that's going to be waiting for you. Duran just looks out in the dark path, but who cares about gladiators? Knights are better. Everybody knows that. So first things first, you get your first shields with Duran, and you go to a certain city that has a certain king in it, and you check the weapon shop and the armor shop. They should be a combo shop. So those are your hints on where to get your first shields without trying to spoil too much. Alrighty. So you know the deal. New class, you're going to get some new class goodies. This one here is called Barrett. This is a hint for the knight in general. You just need to bear this class till you get to the better stuff. I just thought that was kind of funny on their part. Not really, but defense increased by 10% at the start of battle. Again, defense and focusing on defense in this game is it's really not beneficial. You can do it. Obviously, having more HP in defense is better than having less HP in defense, but the trade-offs that you're making to specialize in defense is just not worth it. That's why on every class you skip stamina. So this is not a very good skill. Moving on, we also get our second class strike. This is triple slash. It's basically an upgraded version of the crosscut. It does purely single target damage, I believe. Pretty sure that it does. Can't remember because I never use it, sadly. It's still pretty good. One of the things that Duran on his night path gets is class strikes that lock the enemy down in place with an animation. While they're in the animation, you can't do anything. You just put the controller down and watch. But that doesn't mean that your allies can't do anything. So while the enemy is locked down with a long class strike, which he has tons of on the light path, they're going to be able to do that free, safe damage. And there's a lot of times that you're probably going to want to use a class strike to interrupt an enemy, I suppose, if they're going to do one of their crazy attacks. But then again, you just prevent them from doing the crazy attacks by slapping them around. So it's the knight. It's a tough tough class, defensive wise, but also for the player, it's just if I could compare it to something, I'd compare the knight class to Angelo's starting magician. It just has that same type of feel. All you're getting is garbage and a shield. Shields are cool and nice. They are, but at the end of the day, It's just more defense. But hey, you look good. Look at that. What an amazing fellow. Alrighty. So let's move on to his skill tree. So you know the deal. First three abilities is going to correlate to a class. This one, of course, is the fighter, the neutral path. So we are on tier 2 class, and we went the light path. So we get another counter. This is actually quite good, especially at this point in the game. Duran is still a fighter. He's still going to have the same playstyle throughout the game. He's going to walk up to things and then slap them around. In that process, he's going to get, chipped and tagged. But, when that happens, you're going to get an attack increase. These do stack together. Again, they are soft attack buffs. He also gets Charger. Now, another character that gets Charger would be Reese on the Dragon Master. The issue with Reese and Charger is that her charge attack is very awkward, and I don't think it's very good. You may enjoy it. You may think it's the best in the game, and that's awesome, but it's not for me. I would say clearly, Duran has a good charge attack. It's decent forward movement, good range, and of course he is a melee character, so you're going to be doing lots of damage. The plus side of making a Charger build is that this breaks armor, but at the same time it will spawn a 5% class strike shard, opposed to hitting them with a normal attack. These are only going to spawn a 1%. So it's, there's a lot of good things that come off a charge attack. So he does luck out in this regard. So you're going to want to go into strength. Obviously, you're going to put all three of these on your bar. Again, you're not going to use break armor. And again, it's worth pointing out that he only gets one stat increase per set of 3 abilities. A lot of his strength is going to come from leveling up, class changes, and strength of weapons. So, alright, let's learn these. Quick example would be, of course, again, Hawk. Look at all these strengths. So he's getting 5-5, 5-5 again. But poor Duran, he's only getting 5 and 5. The thing with Duran is that he gets so many good abilities, and that's really what makes him good. It's not the raw stats, even though he is second in strength. Kevin does dwarf him, but it's at the end of the game, once you start fiddling with things, it's really the abilities that's going to make a character shine. Alright, so let's move on a little bit. Stamina, we could look at the abilities here. Defense and magic. Defense increased 10% while using a charge attack. This, of course, is this, which I showed you. It's not worth even a spot on your bar. It's just it's too low, and you're not gonna be worrying about this. Again, this is a chain skill, so maybe you give it to someone else. I don't know. No one's gonna use it. It's worth noting that he does get HP increases and stamina in his stamina tree, but still 20 points it's really not a whole lot. So this is a hard skip. Intelligence, this is also a hard skip. We did get recovery 2. This will have some use. I'll explain in a bit. Fortitude. The deal with Fortitude is that you have to get hit with a status effect, such as poison or burns. Those are the 2 most common ones, but you're gonna have to go fishing for them, and it's the quality of life is really bad. So you're gonna skip both of these. Intelligence is gonna give you your recovery skills, but I don't know, maybe, probably not. Let's just go ahead and learn all these just because. So the biggest thing that the biggest playstyle shift for Duran on the light path is he becomes a healer. So the knight can now heal. This could be useful if it's your first run through the game. Again, healing items in battle, you only have 9 each, whereas you could heal as much as you want as long as you got the MP for it. So bringing Duran around, you will have a backup healer. He is one of the only 3 characters in the game that can heal. The other 2 are Kevin and Charlotte. Charlotte will get multi-heals on her second class change, no matter what she takes. Obviously, Duran does not have multi-heals, not yet. So you should probably just go in here, pick up the heal, help your party out a little bit, maybe just help yourself out. Again, a lot of these, it's 30% off of 5 MP. So I mean, maybe in the early parts of the game, as soon as you get the class, but still, you can always just pop a couple nuts on them, and you're good to go. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is with most of the MP issues in the game. You just blow your whole stack of nuts. So 9 in a fight, 99 outside a fight. You get the deal. Luck, you don't need to go into luck just yet. You may have already went into it for the provoke, critical smash. Again, this is an attack decrease, not a defense decrease, and the stuff that you really want to work towards is defense, reducing the enemy's defense and increasing your attack. That's the only thing that we really care about. Of course, all of these skills, if you like them, you can put them, learn them, put them on your bar and have fun. But yeah, not, it's I wouldn't recommend it. So let's just learn all of this junk. Alright, so even though we are on the knight and it's a defensive class and we're getting healing, we don't care about that. We're still going to spec for damage. So we're going to put our counters on, our charger, and we have 1 free slot to work with. Alright, so let's do the new move. So with a new class, you're going to get a new combo. You will get an upgraded one on your normal string. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are finished. You will not get any more moves to that chain. You also get another power attack. Again, these are power attacks. These wonderful glowing orange attacks here. So let's get our new one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and pretty good forward movement. Lots of AoE. Each of these, keep in mind that each of these power attacks do more damage than the previous ones. So even if you like that one and you think it's really cool, you will do more damage by doing that. They just have a higher damage modifier scaling on them. Alright, so first things first, let's go in here and do our triple strike, triple slash. So you're locking them down. It's a purely single target attack. I of course have my companions set to do absolutely nothing, but let's see. Okay, actually let me go put the OP skills on, and we'll see if let's see, we actually don't need any of these. So I'll turn on some of their AI, and this will give you a good demonstration of what the use is in class strikes that lock down an enemy. So, okay, nope, transform, All right, so look, here's the charger. So as you can see, one hit just breaks the armor. You're gonna get a large class strike gem. This will, please don't kill him. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm gonna do the class strike, and hopefully they. Okay, so you see him doing damage. I haven't done any damage to right there. So this is how these class strikes on the light path can indeed be useful to the team. So to summarize the knight, he gets some healing. He's more team focused. The defense that they show you, especially when they're giving you the descriptions when you're changing classes, it's really not anything you should worry about. Not yet, anyways. So this is the knight. You get your shields, you get healing, and that's about it. It is definitely worse than the gladiator. Alright, so I'm going to cut it here. I'll see you guys again. Take care now.